In the 1970s, the Grateful Dead used over 600 JBL speakers to create their famous wall of sound. Now today, JBL offers high-quality outdoor sound solutions through its PartyBox line of portable speakers. Now these speakers come with some powerful sound, RGB lighting, microphone and guitar inputs, and some fun DJ and karaoke functions, promising to take your party to the next level. Now in this video, we'll explore all the capabilities of the JBL PartyBox Essential Encore, 110, 310, and 710 to help you recreate that live concert or your own personal dance club right at your house. Now let's get started. Let's first cover what all four of these models share. Now they all have the True Wireless Stereo Mode or TWS feature. In TWS mode, setting the speakers to stereo and placing them equidistant from the listener creates a way more immersive soundstage with vocals that float right in between the speakers. Now while only two of the same exact model can be paired together, it's still a great option to switch between party mode and TWS mode easily right in the app. Now if you want to increase the volume in different areas of the party, stick to that party mode. Now the JBL PartyBox app also controls other various features, including the iconic RGB lights and strobe lights on all the different models, which can be synced up with your playlists. The app also lets you control your music, update settings, and check on the battery life. Now additionally, there are some karaoke features, EQ, and some fun DJ sounds. Now all of these also use Bluetooth 5.1, which minimizes input lag when paired with a video source, making them perfect for connecting to devices like laptops or iPads for video playback without any audio syncing issues. They also allow two devices to be connected simultaneously for collaborative playlist creation. Now during our testing, all PartyBox models connected seamlessly to our iPhone 14 without any single connection drops. Now, what would be a portable speaker if it couldn't stand up to the outdoor elements? Each of these PartyBoxes is rated at IPX4 waterproof rating, so whether you're outside in some light rain or by the pool on a hot summer day, you've got some peace of mind knowing that you will be safe. Just be sure to close the rubber flap on the back to protect all the input and output ports, and while it can handle some light splashing of water, you're going to want to keep the party under a little bit of control so it doesn't fall all the way into your pool. Alright, let's start with the smallest speaker on our list, the PartyBox Encore Essential, which weighs in at just 13 pounds. Now it's roughly 11 inches by 13 inches by 12 inches in dimension with a sturdy built-in handle right on the top. Now before we get into our testing, I want to point out a key component to getting good sound out of all of these PartyBoxes. If you want to set them up in any room at your home, they will perform best when elevated closer to ear height. Now we recommend placing them on a table or a countertop instead of the ground for some better sound. Now the 110 and 310 even have standard speaker mount holes on the bottom for you to mount on a 36mm speaker stand. Now the Encore does not feature that speaker stand slot on the bottom like the others on the list, but they do match up perfectly with the Santa Steel Foundation stands and look phenomenal paired together. We'll give you a link in the description if you want to check out those stands that pair great with this. Regarding battery life, JBL has rated the 4800 milliamp hour battery inside the Encore Essential to last for about 6 hours, depending on the volume and content, and takes 3.5 hours to charge to full. Now in our testing, we were able to hit the 6-hour mark only when we had the lights turned off, the bass boost turned off, and the music set to around 50% volume. However, when we used it with the light show and the bass boost on and off, and the volume ranging from 40 to 70%, it lasted a little bit closer to about 5 hours. Now spin the Encore Essential around and open up that protective rubber flap and you'll see a host of connections. First, we have 1/4 inch input for attaching a microphone. Yes, you heard that, a microphone. This feature is pretty unique and is definitely one of the features that put the word party in PartyBox. Simply plug in a mic, adjust its volume of it with the dial right below the input, and open the app to adjust the bass, treble, and echo of the microphone sound. Now we see this being used as a karaoke mic to sing along to your favorite songs, or just simply as an announcement mic at a party or event, or even at a gym. We also have an aux port to connect your device with a wired connection. A 5-volt USB plug can charge your phone or other devices, or allow you to plug in a USB device and play music directly from it. Now in addition, there is a TWS button to sync up to the other PartyBoxes and use them as a left and right stereo pair, which we discussed a little bit earlier. Alright, how did this little cube speaker actually sound? Let us start by saying this is a true party speaker. If you're looking for extremely detailed and nuanced sound from your speakers, we recommend looking at our best high-performance powered speakers, which we'll link below, which will be on a totally different level than any of the PartyBox speakers. Now that said, for the price of the Encore Essential, it is 100% worth the money in our minds with the sound that it outputs. It has one 5¼ inch woofer and two 1 3/4 inch tweeters with 100 watts of power. We love the easy-to-use controls on the top of the unit. You can easily press play, pause, change the music, power on and off, and control the bass boost functions. Now we have an entire setup video that's available for anyone who purchases from Audio Advice if you need additional help to get any of the PartyBoxes up and running. In honor of Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime show, we tested each speaker with a Calvin Harris and Rihanna party song, This Is What You Came For. This song features Rihanna's iconic vocals with an EDM vibe that is sure to get your party up and dancing. Now the Encore Essential brought this song to life with clear vocals and a great presentation of dynamic mix of instruments. However, when we turned the bass boost feature to punchy setting, it changed it completely. Since this also has a rear firing port, we were able to put it up against a wall and really fill the outdoors with some fantastic party music. Now in addition, we could go right in the app and tweak any of the EQ settings to sound the best depending on what style music that we were playing and where it was in the room. Now we found that for a small backyard party or a trip to the park where everyone's kind of staying in one location, the Encore Essential will probably do the trick for you. We highly recommend grabbing two of these though and pairing them up together. It's definitely worth the extra money for that TWS mode and overall output that you're going to get with two of these guys. Now the Encore Essential has all the features you're going to need, and most importantly, it's super easy to set up and get going. The JBL PartyBox 110 is the next step up in size and sound. Weighing in at 23 pounds, it gives you an entire extra woofer and a few more features. Now instead of a handle at the top, the 110 features a recessed handle on the back of the speaker for transporting it. Now it's not quite as easy to grip as the Encore Essential, but with the way the weight is dispersed, we wouldn't really have any complaints about carrying it some long distances. Now there's an additional handle at the bottom which allows you to carry it on its side with two handles, which is a really nice touch here. If you do end up keeping it on the ground, we really like that it's angled slightly upward to guide the sound up ever so slightly. It also has some heavy-duty orange grips on each side, which allow you to play the speaker on the side and be slightly elevated on the ground or table. Now, another nice feature is the shallow slot on the top that lets you place a phone or iPad right on the speaker so everyone can easily walk over, find the music source, and change the music. The PartyBox 110 has a roughly 9,800 milliamp battery rated by JBL to last about 12 hours, depending on the volume and content. However, in our testing, the battery life was closer to 11 hours with the lights and bass boost off and around 10 hours with some usage, but nonetheless 10 hours is a really long-lasting battery. The 110 has all the same great connections as the Encore Essential has, however it adds an additional 1/4 inch for adding a second mic or a guitar. Now above each of those inputs are physical dials to adjust the gain on them too. This is a really cool feature, and if you're just learning to play guitar, it might be the perfect setup to play along and practice on time with some of your favorite songs. There is also one more output that the Encore Essential does not feature. JBL has included an aux output on the PartyBox 110, which may not seem like a big deal. However, this allows you to use an aux cable and daisy chain more than two PartyBoxes together instead of pairing them wirelessly. Essentially, you could have an unlimited amount of PartyBoxes stacked together for a massive output, all connected by aux cords, a really cool feature. We're starting to get into some serious power with the PartyBox 110. It has two 5¼ inch woofers and two 2¼ inch tweeters with 160 watts of power. Now, just like the Encore Essential, we love the easy-to-use controls on the top of the unit to easily play, pause the music, change volume, power on and off, and control the bass boost function. You get the same great sound as the Encore Essential. However, when we really cranked up the volume, the PartyBox 110 sounded way more effortless. The midtones had much more clarity due to the extra woofer taking care of those super low bass notes. The vocals were slightly more authentic and lively with a clear and fast bass compared to the Encore Essential. However, we'd argue that two Encore Essentials wirelessly paired on the TWS speaker stands sounds a little bit better than just one single PartyBox 110. We found that for a backyard party or a trip to the park where everyone's sort of spread out, the PartyBox 110 will probably do the trick and be the best option for you. Basically, this powerful speaker is a whole party in a box. Weighing a whopping 38 pounds with 240 watts of power makes this speaker the one you need for your rager or post-dinner party dance-off. With a telescopic handle and glide wheels, pack this powerhouse up and take it anywhere. The PartyBox 310 by JBL boasts a 20,000 milliamp battery that can last up to 18 hours depending on the volume and audio content, and takes only 3.5 hours to charge. Now, we tested the battery life with the light show on and off at varying volumes, achieving 16 hours, a much more realistic and impressive duration for any party. Additionally, the PartyBox 310 has a physical button to indicate if a mic or guitar is plugged in, while still retaining all the great inputs and outputs that the 110 has. Now, the 310 has two 6.5-inch woofers and two 2.5-inch tweeters with 240 watts of power. The top of the 310 has super easy layout with a physical button to change the input and an LED indicator to tell you which input is selected. You will also get 3 preset buttons to play some of the fun DJ sounds that are included in the app. And on top of all of that, physical buttons adjust the bass, treble, and echo without even opening the app. When we tested it with the song This Is What You Came For, it instantly transported you to a live EDM concert. Now, this speaker was loud with a ton of power. There's plenty of bass in the 310, and you will definitely be able to get the police called on you if you live too close to your neighbors. Now, the bass was tight and punchy and filled an entire backyard with rich, full-sounding music. This is absolutely your best bet if you need to fill up a larger space and want the music to be the life of the party. You know the saying, go big or go home, right? Well, the JBL PartyBox 710 portable wireless speaker is outfitted with some of the same tech used by professional studio engineers. Now, combining dual 2 3/4-inch tweeters and two 8-inch woofers with its tuned bass reflex port, it creates a precise soundstage for music so loud that you're gonna feel it in every bone of your body. Now, weighing in at 68 pounds and boasting 800 watts of power, the PartyBox 710 brings the nightclub to wherever you go. Similar to the 310, the 710 has wheels on the bottom, but they're built a little bit more rugged than the smooth glide ones on the 310. This is a nice switch up since 68 pounds of weight could be pretty difficult to move across anything other than some flat terrain. Now, there is no telescopic handle on this one, but since it's a bit taller than the 310, the handle's pretty easy to reach to roll it around. Now, we do have to say, with the weight of this speaker, it definitely isn't one that you're gonna wanna move around constantly. Another factor that makes this a bit less portable than the rest of the party boxes on this list is that it's not powered by a battery. Now, every other party box before this one allows you to plug them in, charge them up at home, and then easily unplug and take them on the go. Now, the 710 is really meant more for staying at home, being plugged in, but also features wheels so it's easily movable to the outback by your pool or back into your house when it's needed. Now, during our testing, the RGB lights on the PartyBox 710 really caught our attention with the unique design. Positioned around each woofer just like the other party boxes, they're also interconnected between the woofers similar to the 110. The top of the speaker features several strobe lights, while multiple RGB flashing lights are positioned behind the grill, and the RGB strip lights run down each side. Now, this speaker boasts an impressive built-in light show that is sure to amaze any of your guests. Not being able to take this one with us kind of hindered our testing just a little bit. Since we always needed an outlet, we weren't able to bring it out to the park or out camping with us. Now, this is probably for the best, since the sound coming from this beast would probably scare away any wildlife within an entire mile radius. It's just that loud. Now, I see this speaker for someone who needs to entertain a lot of people in a really large backyard. Pair up 2 of these and you have a pretty true DJ setup, complete with a light show for entertainment. The 710 was by far the best sounding, coolest looking, and most impressive party box that we tested. Every single song that we played on it sounded like we were at a live concert with amazing quality, and it just reached so much more deeper into those lower frequencies with subsonic bass that you could really feel hit you in your chest. Now, this speaker is for those entertainers who want to put on a true party. We'd even argue this could be used in a more professional use case scenario if you really wanted to. Alright, I hope this overview has helped you decide which party box may be best for you. Now, if you have further questions, reach out to our team of experts at audioadvice.com and we'd be happy to help you out. If you purchase any of these JBL party boxes from Audio Advice, you can be guaranteed free shipping, a price guarantee, and lifetime expert support. Now, if you like this video, please hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button. Now, if you hit that notification bell, you'll be notified when we roll out our latest videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.